Hi Jonathan, we're going to go over your lesson here from the other day, and for this video we're going to talk about the importance of our bat angle and the importance to get into the best attack position we can get to. Now what we'll see out of your swing here is that when we're not efficient in our attacking position, we're going to end up setting off a domino effect with the rest of our swing to where we will totally throw the plane off of our entire swing, or the bat angle that we want. And basically what happens is we create a smaller zone for our swing to go through, and we end up actually creating a really narrow margin of error, which whenever we're swinging we want the largest margin of error possible throughout that strike zone. And then by creating a narrow margin of error, we end up essentially cutting off our swing. So we'll go over that here today in this video. Start out with, I'm going to go ahead and put you at toe touch here. And one thing we'll notice right now is toe touch right here. This is what we want our attacking position to be. And ideally we would like to see the bat more at an angle over here. I'm going to bring up David Wright as an example. As we can tell, his toe touch, bat head is more upright. We got a steeper angle than we do here. And as we can tell also, his weight's starting to shift to that front side. We're still hanging out on the back side right now, which is usually just an indication that we're not in an effective attacking position. Even though David Wright is obviously a little bit more onto his front leg, ideally we want just right at a 50-50 percentage of our weight on both legs. So what we're going to notice, since we're at this position in toe touch, I'm going to forward it frame by frame, and we're going to see the path that our bat takes. And as we can tell, we're having a difficult time getting to extension, and we're just rolling right off. Now coming back to toe touch, or we'll actually move it back to stance. This is also important. I want you to notice that front foot of yours right here. We can tell how close it is to the plate, in which we're not really giving ourselves room to breathe. This is something that a lot of younger kids, that they do make a mistake on, that they want to get on top of the plate. Now, while some kids are taught this in Little League as means to cause the pitcher to have a harder time getting a strike zone, as we get older, especially towards high school, this ends up really inhibiting our swing more and more, because we don't allow our hands to really attack freely through the zone as we need it to attack. And since we need those hands to attack as efficiently as possible, it's really better that we find a middle point to the batter's box of where we want to be according to the plate. Somewhere where we can still maintain maximum coverage, but to where we're not causing ourselves to get handcuffed a lot. And I'm going to go ahead and take us back to toe touch. And another thing I want to notice, want you to notice right here, is that this pitch is coming inside, and what's happening is our lead elbow is collapsing too fast, too far. We'll see that it actually reaches nearly the midpoint of our body, which in turn is leaving our hands back here and our bat barrel straight out right here. Now going over to the right hand side, David Wright right here is going to take an inside pitch, but I want you to notice where his hands are moving to. His elbow is moving down, but those hands are out in front of the elbow right here, because he knows he has to get those hands out front to catch that ball right there. When we come to contact right here on an inside pitch, we'll notice we're getting it right there. The only way we're getting it even close to that area of the barrel is because we're slicing our hands through the zone now, which is causing us to come off it right there, as an example. And when we see David Wright, we see he's still getting fully extended right there before going into that full rotation on the ball. So I'm going to go ahead and back you guys up, both of you guys, to toe touch. And we're going to go over to David Wright's side. And this is a really good indicator that shows this is where a lot of your professional players are at. At toe touch, usually when you put a dot at the end of the hand, we'll see the barrel work through that dot right there. As we can tell, that barrel's going right there. And the hands end up right in the middle of the body. Now going back over to your side, go ahead and put right there on our hands. And as we forward through here, we can tell that that barrel isn't even going to get to that spot. It's actually hanging below it, which means that we really are forcing ourselves to swing through a lot smaller zone. As we can tell, the pitch is nearly on us, and this is an inside pitch, and we're still hanging out back here. So one of our main issues because of this is two things. One, it's getting better attack position, so that way we can maintain our bat angle to a better place in the zone. And the second part is pitch recognition. We got to make sure that we're recognizing what pitch is coming and what location it is a little quicker, so that way we'll be able to send whatever we need to send to our brain that tells us that, hey, I need to get going quick, I need to get my hands out there. Because anytime we hit a pitch that's on the inside corner, we got to get out there and get it. We can't let it get too deep on us, because the only way we're going to hit it is if we bring our hands way inside the ball, which is going to be incredibly difficult to hit with any type of power right there, or we're just going to have to just cut off our swing, as we're seeing right here. And that's essentially the only way that we can get to that pitch, if we let it get too deep on us on the inside corner. Okay, I got another example right here that's going to illustrate even more where we want our hands to be when we're trying to go for an inside pitch. We'll go ahead and bring Manny Ramirez's toe touch, and we're going to show by the dot again where his bat barrel is going. There's the bottom of his hands. Here comes the bat barrel. Right through there. Okay, and we're going to back it up a little bit. We're going to stop him right there. I want to make a note where the end of his bat is, his hands, and his elbow. So we're going to bring you to the same spot over here, Jonathan, or the same approximate spot. As we can tell, got elbow, hand, bat barrel. So right there we can really tell the difference in what's becoming of our approach on that inside pitch. Again, we got to work on just better overall pitch recognition. And one of the first things we can do to make our pitch recognition better is allow ourselves to get into a better attacking position. So those are really the two things that we're really going to work on next week, Jonathan, is getting in the best attacking position we possibly can, meaning we've got great load, great toe touch, maintaining the athletic position, maintaining our bat angle, so that way we can attack. Okay, very important. And by maintaining that efficiency in our attack, we're in turn going to allow our hands to work a lot better to the zone. So again, as we can tell on your side, with our hands working right there, our bat lag doesn't come until the ball's right on us. Okay, and so from here we lose our power and our bat actually gets deaccelerated. Now over here we can tell he's totally at bat lag right now, but obviously I'm going to slide it a little bit here. Ball a lot farther away. So that's one of the issues that we're going to have to face here head on, is getting better attack position, recognizing the pitch better, and that way allowing us to get to our bat lag a lot quicker, a lot more efficient, get those hands out in front of that elbow, so that way we can attack that inside part of the plate. Until then, I'll see you next week.